Am I audible? आवाज आ रही है मेरी?
Yes, miss.
Okay, beta. Thank you. Fine. So we had started with the reproductive health chapter. So let's continue with the same, right? I think from here, ये हमने complete किया था ना? I think we had completed this. What is sexually transmitted diseases and all? I had told about this, na? Yeah, that's what. I'll send it today, bacha, because now this chapter will get over today, na? As soon as I complete this chapter, I'll send it to you. Sure, I'll send it to you. I mean, today I'll send it to sir, so he might send it to you by tomorrow. Fine? Maybe in a couple of days you will get it for sure. Okay. Had we completed this part as well? Had we completed this slide also, bacha? Just look at it. Okay.
The slide was not done.
This slide was not done, na? Okay, fine. Okay. So I'll just quickly go to the first slide so that it'll be easy for us to get connected again. Okay. Yeah. So yeah. The next one will be on this particular chapter. Next test would be on this chapter. You're right. But maybe one more test I'll take off the mixed questions of the first chapter. First, in the sense, human reproduction chapter, I'll take one more test, which will be a mixture of the entire chapter. Matlab, till now, yeah, full one. So till now, how you were getting? You were getting by part, na? So now you will get a complete mix and match of the entire chapter. Okay, and maybe this particular question paper, would not be of 25 questions. It might be more than that. So I'll let you know that how many questions would be there for that. You will get to know, and even the time would be the time slot also will have to increase because I just want to give you a practice about the entire chapter ka content. So maybe it will be the number of questions would be more. Okay? Everything would be there in that chapter. Male, female, embryology, everything would be comprising in that particular test. Next test. Okay? Okay. Yeah. So after that, I'll go ahead with this chapter ka test. Fine. So we'll go accordingly only. Okay. Well, so here we were talking about the sexually transmitted diseases, that was STDs. And here we saw that diseases or infections could be caused by whom? It could be caused by uh, virus, bacteria, fungus, spirochetes. All of them are going to be involved in causing different types of STDs, right? So we had talked about the word something called as gonorrhea, syphilis, and I had told you all that gonorrhea and syphilis are going to be a part of your 12th standard board syllabus. They are going to be asking you questions on that. So I'll be dealing with these two diseases in detail. Then genital herpes, chlamydiasis, genital warts, trichomonasis is just you should know that these are also STDs. You don't have to have the entire life cycle or how it is caused and all is not included in your syllabus. But again, HIV is going to be included in your syllabus, but not in this particular chapter. I'll be teaching you all this particular HIV wala entire content in a chapter called as Human Health and Diseases, that is abbreviated as HHD. So in that particular chapter, we will talk about the HIV infection in total, right? Then we also saw that hepatitis B, herpes simplex virus, once they enter into your body, they are not going to leave. You are not going to get cured of it. They may not cause a harm continuously. They'll be not having any complications being done in your body, but they'll be a permanent resident of your body. On the other hand, HIV is also the same. It's not going to be cured. It's not curable, and it is going to cause some or the other problems throughout its stay in the patient's body, right? Then, yeah, we have seen that what are the early symptoms of all of them. Let it be any of these which is given. It could be anything, but it is not going to have. It is not going to have, uh, like a going effect. It's going to have an effect that is going to be itching, swelling, soreness, pain. Little bit of pain would be experienced. There would be fluid discharge from that particular areas, and also basically it's a common symptoms of skin disease as we call it, right? Then infected females often are asymptomatic. That is, you know the word asymptomatic now better than me, right? Because you have heard about this word very much during the recent times. What do you mean by asymptomatic? So, of course, without the symptoms being shown for that particular disease or disorder, and yet they are going to be the carriers. They are going to carry it in their bodies, and they may remain undetected for a very long time. So that is what we have started with understanding what is STDs. Let us understand the next particular point of STDs itself. That is going to be absence or less significant symptoms in the early stages of infection, and the social stigma attached to the STDs deter the infected persons from going for timely treatment and detection. Now, what do you mean by this, Bacha? What do you mean by this? There are so many people around us who are actually going to have some or the other problems, but the social stigma that is associated with them. What do you mean by this word social stigma? That log kya kahenge, है ना? ये लोग क्या कहेंगे वाला जो फीलिंग है ना, उसको हम कहते हैं सोशल स्टिग्मा. एंड मेजॉरिटी ऑफ द decisions that we take in our life is just because लोग क्या कहेंगे. If a person is having any of these venereal diseases, any of these VDs, any of these STDs, so they feel shy, they feel awkward. People feel awkward to come and disclose this particular thing to their doctors. अरे भाई डॉक्टर से क्या शर्माना और डॉक्टर से क्या डरना. They are the ones who will be actually treating you and making you comfortable. बट नहीं, शर्म आती है, डर लगता है कि अगर बाहर किसी को समझा कि ये मुझे ऐसा ऐसा हुआ है तो लोग क्या कहेंगे. लोग कुछ कहने दो, नहीं कहने दो, यू हैव टू बी सेफ, यू हैव टू बी इन अ गुड हेल्थ. व्हाट डज इट मैटर एंड हाउ डज इट अफेक्ट? एंड इफ यू डोंट गो टू द डॉक्टर, इफ यू डोंट detect yourself timely, if you don't take proper medicines, it may cause disastrous effect in you. So please, कभी भी याद रखिएगा बच्चा, that if there is anything that is, see your body ना, I'll tell you, our body is a super you know एक mechanism ही अलग है उसका, super mechanism पे चलती है अपनी body. Our body will always signal us. It does not cause anything all of a sudden. वो सिग्नल्स भेजते रहता है कि समथिंग इज रॉन्ग विथ यू, समथिंग इज रॉन्ग विथ यू, प्लीज टेक केयर, समथिंग इज रॉन्ग विथ यू. बट व्हाट इज द आइडियोलॉजी ऑफ पीपल, एंड स्पेशली इंडियंस, आई वुड टेल यू, जो इंडियंस है उनका एक अलग तरीका है सोचने का. पहले तो मुझे कुछ नहीं होता है, ये क्या है, ये कुछ नहीं होता है, मुझे कुछ नहीं होता है. अरे भाई, ऐसे कैसे मुझे कुछ नहीं होता है? बॉडी इज अ बॉडी. हाँ, एवरीवन इज मेड अप ऑफ द सेम टिश्यूज, सेम ऑर्गन सिस्टम्स. तो मुझे कुछ नहीं होता है मतलब क्या होता है? देयर इज नथिंग लाइक दैट वे मुझे कुछ नहीं होता है. किसी को भी कुछ भी हो सकता है. पहले तो ये, और दूसरा है ना, स्पेशली फीमेल, आई एम श्योर many of you all will agree to this. Many of you all will agree to this, especially Indian females. They don't speak their pain. मतलब बाकी का सब कुछ दुनियादारी बात करते रहेंगे, दुनिया भर की बातें होती रहती है, बट जनरली ना अ फीमेल विल नेवर टेल दैट मुझे ये हो रहा है, आई एम हैविंग सम प्रॉब्लम विथ समथिंग समथिंग. नेवर. बताना ही नहीं है, नॉट टू डिस्क्लोज, नॉट टू रिवील. जाने दो, वो वापस डॉक्टर की किटकिट लगेगी पीछे. ये माइंडसेट है. And that is the problem, that majority of us are suffering from those diseases which can actually be cured within a month's period of time. But no, we don't want to come up with showing up of the symptoms also. You neglect. तो कभी भी है ना बच्चा, किसी को भी डायरेक्टली कुछ नहीं होता है, सिग्नलिंग होता रहता है अपने बॉडी में। और वो सिग्नल्स को कैसे हम लेते हैं, हाँ, मे बी इट इज अ वेरी स्मॉल थिंग, वेरी स्मॉल थिंग, no need for going to a doctor also, that's okay. कभी कभी ऐसे होता है, but if it is repeated again and again, then it's a worry, then it's a problem, right? So we have to be very careful with this, that we should not have social stigmas associated with such type of venereal diseases or sexually transmitted diseases. If anyone is having a problem, come up, speak up with the doctors, it's okay, right? Yeah. Yeah, symptoms aren't visible is, yeah, that is what is asymptomatic. Like, what are you saying, Bicha? Yeah, you're very right. So you're very right. People will speak for a day or two, but जो सफर करने वाला है उसकी जिंदगी दांव पर लगी हुई है ना? So this is a fact. So my dears, all the students who are right in front of me, who are with me right now, ensure that you're taking the right approach towards whoever is there at your house. Your mother, your father, your grandparents, your siblings, जो भी है ना बच्चा, please now understand this particular point. तो generally जो female family members आपके घर में जो भी है ना, उनकी ये उनकी ये स्पेशलिटी होती है, मुझे कुछ नहीं होता है, चल ना, छोड़ ना, जाने दे, मैं तो कुछ बोलूंगी नहीं, मैं तो ले लूंगी, क्या फर्क पड़ता है. Please ensure that this is not going to happen with our families, right? Not only this particular STDs की बात नहीं कर रही हूँ, in general बोल रही हूँ मैं, फाइन ना? So overall भी कुछ भी अगर आपको गड़बड़ लगती है ना, come to the doctor and reveal it, it's fine, right? Now if this is not done, in case of the STDs, if this is not done, what could it lead to? See, this could lead to complications later, which would include pelvic inflammatory diseases, which we call it as PIDs. और PID हो जाता है तो बहुत मुश्किल हो जाती है आगे. क्या क्या होती है देखो, it may lead to even abortions, it may lead to stillbirth. Stillbirth का मतलब होता है giving birth to a dead fetus. बिफोर, आई मीन, डिलीवरी के पहले ही वो बच्चा अंदर के अंदर मर गया है. इट्स अ स्टिल बर्थ. ओके, दैट इज बिकॉज ऑफ दिस एसटीडी. इमेजिन. तो इट्स गोइंग टू लीड टू समथिंग is the implantation is not going to take place inside, the implantation is not going to take place inside the endometrium. Rather, it would take place at some other position, maybe in the isthmus, maybe in the fallopian tube, maybe somewhere else, maybe somewhere else. So what it would lead to? It would lead to ectopic pregnancies, right? Infertility, or even cancer of the reproductive tract. Small thing which could be cured very easily by normal simple medicines. But just because मुझे कुछ नहीं होता है, लोग क्या कहेंगे? Because of these two things, look at the complications a female may undergo, or even a male may undergo. It's not necessarily always a female. Even a male can have this type of, complications in him. Okay. Why is this window coming? Just let me stop. Yeah. So this is what is I was talking about. So now just see, now what is the prevention method? See, therefore prevention or early detection and cure of these diseases are given prime consideration under the reproductive healthcare program, that was your RCH. If you remember, in the beginning we had done this. The all persons are vulnerable to these infections. Vulnerable का मतलब क्या होता है? Prone to. तो all population, जितना भी population है, all of them may be prone to these infections. These incidences are more common or are reported in high numbers in the age group of 15 to 24, to which you all are belonging to. You all belong to this age group of 15 to 24. You want me to explain ectopic pregnancy? See, bacha, when the implantation does not take place inside the endometrium of the uterus, and the implantation takes place in the fallopian tube, in the isthmus or ampulla or somewhere in that region, then it is going to be called as ectopic. I mean, not at the right position. Implantation, if it does not take place at the right position, then that pregnancy has to be aborted, because there is no question of nutrition being supplied to it. There is no question of the survival of that particular development, and it is very painful. You saw how the fallopian tube was so patla sa. In that, if the fetus starts to grow, it's going to actually push the walls on both the sides. It's very painful. So that is going to be called as ectopic pregnancies. Okay? Very good, Shruti. Shruti, very good. Very nice, my dear. Very well said. Very well said. Great, great. Yeah. What Shruti is saying is that means zona pellucida is not functioning properly. Excellent. Yes, you're right. Because zona pellucida was the one which was preventing the sticking of these morula to the walls of all these fallopian tube and all. Right? Very good, Shruti. Very good. I'm happy. Very nice. Great. So, my dears, these are the conditions. Now, why it is not functioning properly? Just because of these diseases. Fine. Got it? Okay. And see, it is predominantly seen in which age group? It is seen in the age group of 15 to 24 years. Of course, everyone is equally vulnerable, but the cases that have been reported till now are predominantly seen in the age group of 15 to 24. Is it fine? There is no reason to panic because prevention is possible. Now, you all would be thinking that, oh my God, even we belong to the same age group. So there is no need to panic. Prevention is easily possible, beta. Okay. One could be free of these infections by following simple principles which are discussed below. The first one, they are saying avoid sex with unknown partners and multiple partners. This is a very important part. Unknown partners, if that partner who is not known to us already has got any of these STDs, there is high chance that particular person might pass on to a healthy person, right? So that is not the condition, that is not the way. So please avoid sex with unknown partners and multiple partners. Okay. Second thing that everyone should follow is always use a condom during coitus, so that we know not only unwanted pregnancies but even that person is saved from these type of STDs, right? तो ये जो भी STDs otherwise normally pass on कर सकता है infected person to a normal person would automatically be avoided, right? Third, in case of doubt, one should always visit a qualified doctor. There are many doctors around जो अपने अपने फ्री में नुस्खे बांटते रहते हैं। ऐसा करेगा तो ठीक हो जाएगा, वैसा करेगा तो कुछ नहीं होगा। प्लीज, इट शुड बी ऑलवेज फ्रॉम अ क्वालिफाइड डॉक्टर। हाँ नहीं नहीं, not only जुगाड़ू, there are many who are like they don't have the right type of certificates also with them, and they just crop up from nowhere and say that you follow this, it will really help you and all. This should be avoided, right? STDs are transmitted. What is the name of the what is the full form of STD? Sexually transmitted diseases. So it's only going to be transmitted during the sexual act, that is during the copulation, या फिर coitus, that is insemination. So during insemination, the body fluids are going to get exchanged, and when the body fluids get exchanged, only then these can be passed on. Okay, otherwise not. And the treatment should be immediately started. The disease can be diagnosed very easily. Okay, so understood about in general what the STDs are altogether. Huh. it can enter entire body fluid, not only the spermatozoa. It can be present in any of the body fluids which are capable, like whenever they get exchanged, yes, there is a possibility, but maximum possibility is during coitus. So during coitus only it's going to be uh, easily transferred to the female. And if the female has it and the male does not have, then too the female can pass it through the vaginal discharges, and it can be contracted by the male. Not necessarily only the male can pass it. A male can contract it from a infected female. So even both the things are possible, and therefore they are not saying that avoid sex with males. It is saying avoid sex with unknown partners. So a female partner, if she is unknown, even she can pass it to a male, and a male also can equally pass it to a female. So it's general, it could be from either or. Okay, so that care has to be taken, that care has to be taken. Well, so any doubts in this particular slide, or can I move ahead, my dears? If the condoms are going to be used, what will happen? The body fluids won't get exchanged only, right? There's going to be a barrier. So there is no question of mixing of the body fluids. Therefore, there is no question of transmitting these diseases. Okay, got it? Chal. So I think this is simple. I'll go ahead with the next one. That is the two things that are going to be there in your syllabus. I told you, first is going to be the syphilis, second one is going to be the gonorrhea. So let us understand both of them. First, I go ahead with the sexually transmitted disease called as syphilis. Who causes syphilis? So syphilis is caused by a spirochete bacterium whose name is Treponema pallidum. His name is Treponema pallidum. Fine. It's a spirochete. Now, what do you mean by all these things? It's a bacterium only. Now, generally, there are 4 different types of bacteria which are broadly classified. The first one is a rod-like, which is called as bacillus. Yeah, yeah, very right. So I'm right, bacha. Second one are spherical, and that spherical would be called as coccus. Okay. Third one, third one are going to be spring-like. Third one are going to be spring-like, which are going to be called as spirulums. So your spirochete belongs to the spirulums. Okay, they are like a spring-like thing. You can see in the photograph now. Look at the photograph on your screen. Can you see that springs? That particular spring-like thing is nothing but the organism called as Treponema pallidum. Okay, so spirochetes are spring-like, and we have got the fourth category, which is a comma shape. हम comma कैसे निकालते हैं ना, बस उसी shape का होता है ये organism, which are going to be called as vibrio. I'll talk about them when I'll teach you the chapter biological classification. When I'll talk about biological classification, I'll talk about all these things again in detail. But right now you should know 4 types of bacteria exist. Rod shaped, that is bacillus. Spherical, that is coccus. Spring like, that is spirulum. And comma shaped, that is vibrio. Yeah. So very nice. Yeah, we are going to talk about them in kingdom Monera. Yeah, prokaryotes. Very good, very good. Yeah. So basically that spring like bacteria is going to be this Treponema pallidum, which belongs to your spring like bacteria, that is spirochetes. Okay. What does it affect? See, once that Treponema is inside the patient's body, now what will that patient experience? So it is going to experience what? First, it affects the mucous membranes in the genital, rectal and oral regions and causes lesions. कहाँ कहाँ इन्फेक्ट होते हैं देखो, जेनाइटल म्यूकस मेम्ब्रेन में, रेक्टल म्यूकस मेम्ब्रेन में और ओरल रीजन्स में भी, टू कॉज लीजन्स. लीजन्स मतलब जैसे हमारे मुंह में छाले आते हैं ना, है ना, इन मराठी भी कॉल इट टोन डालो, हिंदी में हम कहते हैं मुंह में छाले, है ना, राइट. In English we call it blisters, right? So just like that, now in this mucus region of your oral region, of the genital region and the rectum, that is the rectal region, there are going to be such type of blister formation which is called as lesions. Fine. Now primary lesion is going to be at the site of infection and is going to be called as chancre. What is it is going to be pronounced as? Chancre. It is not chancre. The spelling appears to be like chancre, but it is pronounced as chancre. ठीक है, ये शैंकर क्या है बच्चा? शैंकर इज द प्राइमरी लीजन, मींस जहां पर एक्चुअल इन्फेक्शन जिस मेथड से पास हुआ है वहां पर ये एक शैंकर, एक प्राइमरी लीजन बन जाता है. फाइन. नाउ दिस शैंकर विल गेट कन्वर्टेड इनटू एन अल्सर. यू नो व्हाट आर अल्सर्स? वो छाले जो मैंने बताए थे ना, वैसे ही. So now the chancre is going to get converted into an ulcer which is really going to be hard enough. Hard होता है वो, soft नहीं होता है, thick hard बन जाता है वो. ठीक है, which heals spontaneously. तो देखिए, इसलिए मैंने बोला इंडियन मेंटेलिटी क्या होती है बच्चा? इंडियन मेंटालिटी क्या होती है कि जाने दो, हो गया था, ठीक भी हो गया, इट्स ओके, व्हाई शुड आई गो टू द डॉक्टर, कुछ तो हुआ था, हो गया. अब मुंह में छाले आके निकल जाते हैं तो कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं, इट्स अ कॉमन थिंग फॉर दैट इज गोइंग टू हैपन टू एवरी वन ऑफ अस. इफ वी ईट अ लॉट ऑफ स्पाइसी फूड ना, इफ वी ईट अ लॉट ऑफ स्पाइसी फूड, या फिर हमारे बॉडी की इंट्रिंसिक हीट अगर बढ़ जाती है ना, तो ये मुंह में छाले आ जाना इज अ कॉमन थिंग टू अकर. नथिंग रॉन्ग इन दैट, दैट इज नॉट द सिफिलिस वाला थिंग. ओके, बट अगर वो जो छाले हैं वो सॉफ्ट होते हैं, देखो, दे आर नॉट हार्ड. हार्ड का मतलब कैसा होता है पता है? लाइक व्हेन यू फॉल डाउन समवेयर एंड यू हैव अ इंजरी व्हिच इज ब्लीडिंग, और एक 2-3 दिन के बाद उसके ऊपर है ना ऐसा एक थिक कवरिंग आ जाता है, राइट? मराठी वी कॉल इट खपली. खपली है ना, दैट इज ऊपर से एक ऐसा थिकनेस ऐसा एक आ जाता है, ब्राउन, डीप ब्राउन कलर का. दैट इज कॉल्ड एज योर हार्ड अल्सर in case of syphilis. ओके, तो मुंह में जो छाले आते हैं उसमें ऐसा हमारे में कुछ होता नहीं है. सो इट्स अ कॉमन थिंग टू अकर. मतलब नेक्स्ट टाइम अगर मुंह में छाले आ जाते हैं तो प्लीज डोंट वरी, ओ माय गॉड व्हाट एम आई हैविंग, नथिंग, इट्स अ कॉमन थिंग. ओके, बट इफ इट टर्न्स आउट टू बी लाइक दैट, वो हार्ड होके उसके ऊपर ऐसा थिक कवरिंग अगर बनने लगता है ना, हाँ, देन दैट इज अ वरी, right? But it is not going to happen to normal people, bacha. Only those who have had some type of sexual contact with some infected person, only then that person is susceptible to have these type of infections. Hmm? But how does the bacteria enter inside the host? As I said, during sexual copulation, during the transmission of the sperms into the vagina, that is one route which is going to be the predominantly that is the route via which it is going to enter, right? Sometimes it could be by blood transfusions. Infected person ka agar blood transfer hota hai to it could be, you know it can lead to, sometimes using the infected needles. अगर infected needles use होते हैं तो भी हो सकता है, right? Sometimes sharing of the common things, दैट इज लाइक ग्लासेस एंड ऑल. अगर किसी बंदे को ये प्रॉब्लम है, उसके मुंह में ऑलरेडी ये सिफिलिस है, और उसका झूठा ही किसी ने, हम में से किसी ने वो मतलब वो यूज किया, पॉसिबिलिटी ऑफ ट्रांसफर्स. सो इसीलिए हम कहते हैं ना, अननोन लोगों का झूठा नहीं खाना चाहिए. डोंट use the same glasses, don't use the same utensils without washing it properly with a soap. That is very important. Some people have got the habit of just rinsing the glasses and keeping it. It should not be done. It should be washed with soap. Okay, because of all these things only, right? No. It will be never through food or water. It is always going to be through this particular route only. Therefore, it is coming under sexually transmitted beta. It is not going to be transferred via food or water or air. No. That person has definitely come in contact with an infected person, so that person has got it. Knowingly or unknowingly, that's not the question. It could be knowingly or unknowingly, but that person has come in contact with an infected person. Only then that person has got infected. Okay? Yeah. Is it possible that AIDS can be occur to a person without sexual contact? Yes. If the same needles are used, if the infected blood is used, then it is possible. Then it is possible. Okay, sometimes even it has been found in some cases that saliva is also going to be one of the reasons for STDs. Okay, saliva is also going to be one of the reasons for STDs. Yeah, what's your doubt? Shankar is the place where it got transmitted. Exactly, bacha. The route where it has got, through which route it has got transmitted, that would be the place where that primary lesion is going to appear. That is going to be called as the Shankar. Very right. Okay, all of you got it? Got this? Whatever till, huh, the body since its birth for the, huh, that's what now. So it can be passed on from the mother to the fetus via the placenta. So it can be like a free gift got to the child, you can't help it, right? So that is one more method, that is sure. But nowadays we have got certain technologies wherein we can prevent the mother from passing this HIV to the child. Nowadays it's not mandatory that pehle kaisa tha that every mother who is infected will pass it to the child. Abhi aisa nahi hai bacha. Now we can avoid this, right? We heard and then that the probability of getting AIDS through saliva is, that's what I said, it's low, but it is not impossible. That's what I said. Na? Even saliva may be one of the reasons for this, I said. It's not always. It's very rare. I do agree. But it is there. It's not impossible. है ना? Yeah. So I said na, that predominantly, mostly 98% of the times it is because of the copulation, unprotected sex. Copulation के time पे, coitus के time पे, it is going to be passed on. That's one of the sure shot method if that person is infected. Otherwise not. If an infected person is going to have such type of interaction with a non-infected person, only then it is possible. If both are non-infected, both are not having any complications, then there is no issue of such particular thing to happen in their life, right? Yeah. Now you know what, believe me, but believe me, this is a very important fact. uh, Being a teacher also and being a doctor also, this is something that I'm advising. You all are very small now, but you will remember this for the next 10 years. I'm definitely sure 10-15 years तक ये बात नहीं भूलनी है आपको कि कभी भी जब भी आप शादी करने की मतलब तैयारी रखते हो, दैट टाइम बहुत सारे लोग क्या कुछ मैच करते रहते हैं, कुंडली मैचिंग करते हैं, फैमिली अच्छा है, वैसा है, वैसा है, ऐसा है, ऐसा है, जो भी है करते रहो, उसमें मुझे कोई मतलब बोलने का से नहीं है, बिकॉज इट इज एवरीवन्स बिलीफ, रिलीजियस बिलीफ है वो एक एक की. बट बिफोर saying yes to any of this, like any of the spouse, please ensure that you have done the blood test. Please check if you're health wise compatible with each other or not. If there is any problem with you or the partner, please get it detected. I know it sounds a bit harsh, but this is a fact. This is a true fact that every one of us should follow. Get yourself tested, go for a blood checkup, and check if you all are compatible or not with all these things, including your blood group. Why your blood group is going to be very, very important, I mean, both of yours blood group is going to be very, very important, is something which I'll be discussing in the chapter of circulation, right? So be very careful with this point. Don't worry, even I myself, I had done this when I was like about to get married. When my parents fixed my marriage, that time the first thing that I told to my to be husband was, we'll have to go for a blood checkup and check if we are compatible or not health wise. Okay, so he is an engineer, but just because somehow maybe his to be wife was a doctor and he was believing in her, he accepted this. Only when we were like compatible with health point of view, only then the things went ahead. Before that, I had strictly warned my parents, it's not to be disclosed to anyone unless and until the reports are going to be clear for both of us. For both of us, it will really help you all in a long term, it's a long term effect. So these are the things which are very important when you don't know that person, because in an arranged marriage wala formula, I really never knew like what was that person all about. It was an unknown thing. It was an unknown proposal for me. So especially during these things now, you should be very, very careful, right? So yes, this is an important point out of your textbooks, but practically important in your life. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. It's always better. It's always better. Okay. Chal. So I think here you all have understood what is a Shankar, what's the primary religion. Any doubts in this? We'll go ahead. Okay. Yeah. So that's about the syphilis. Now we'll go ahead with gonorrhea. Now see बच्चा ये जो syphilis का है ना, हाँ एक स्लाइड मिस किया. ये जो syphilis का है ना, इसमें इसमें बिगिन तो हो गया है शैंकर से. अब देखिए नेक्स्ट देखिए क्या होता है. अरे वेर एम आई. हाँ. Now see the second point over here. Later on, the secondary lesions appear in the form of a rash anywhere on the body. मतलब वो शैंकर क्योर हो गया, right? जहां कहाँ था, it got cured. Okay, we forget about it. But afterwards, after a few years also probably, later on, there could be a rash that could be seen anywhere on the body. You know what is a rash ना? ऐसे रेड कलर के छोटे छोटे ब्लिस्टर्स आ जाते हैं, बहुत इरिटेशन होता है. या so there could be a rash anywhere on the body. Okay, this is accompanied by fever. So not only rash बच्चा, एक बार रेड कलर की रैश आ जाती है उसके बाद है ना फीवर डेवलप होता है. And it is also going to have inflamed joints. Inflamed joints means जॉइंट में बहुत दर्द होता है, इन्फ्लेमेशन होता है, वहां पर सूजन आ जाता है, स्वेलिंग आ जाता है. Okay, so that is the secondary effect of the syphilis. What was the primary effect? Lesion called as chancre, which became ulcerous, hard. It got cured. सेकेंडरी में क्या हो गया बच्चा? सेकेंडरी में रैश आ गई, उसके बाद फीवर आ गया, जॉइंट्स में स्वेलिंग आ गया, पेन हो गया, बहुत ज्यादा पेनफुल हुआ वो. एंड अल्टीमेटली व्हाट हैपेंड, इवन लॉस ऑफ हेयर. मतलब एक्चुअली पैच ऑफ बॉल्डनेस आ जाता है बहुत बार. ऐसा एक पैच डेवलप होता है हेयर में, जहाँ पर पूरे के पूरे बाल एक ही पैच के निकल जाते हैं कहीं से भी. So that is also one of the characteristics of syphilis infection. Okay. Lesions ना, I told you ना what are lesions. Lesions का मतलब होता है छाले. Right? We call it as छाले. हाँ. Inflamed joints में swelling बेटा. Inflammation का मतलब है swelling. Like कभी कभी हम हमारा पैर ट्विस्ट करते हैं while walking, है ना? And वो ट्विस्ट होने के बाद it is very painful. और फिर वहां पर काला नीला हो जाता है पूरा, ब्लूइश ब्लैकिश वाला एक ये आ जाता है ना? दैट इज कॉल्ड एज योर इन्फ्लेमेशन. तो वैसे ही इन द जॉइंट्स देयर इज गोइंग टू बी पेन, देयर इज गोइंग टू बी स्वेलिंग, देयर इज गोइंग टू बी somewhat that bruising effect as we call it in the joints. Yeah. What are spirochetes? Spirochetes are spring like bacteria, as you can see on your screen. On your screen you can see Treponema pallidum का photograph. वो springs जो आपको दिखाई दे रहे हैं ना, तो spring like bacteria को हम कहते हैं spirochetes. ठीक है? Okay. हाँ, what are you saying? Knees में liquid भर जाता है वो, not exactly liquid, not exactly liquid, वो अलग condition है, but something like a swelling. Fine, that's going to be painful. When you move your knees, when you move your arms है ना, बहुत दर्द होता है सारे joints में. Okay. What causes inflammation in the body? It's a type of immune response that has been mounted drastically to stop the spread. So that is a type of immune response के वजह से वो swelling आ जाता है. And what are those that causes these immune responses? Human health and diseases में मैं discuss करूँगी. It's there in detail कि how the body is actually going to get its soldiers made to fight against the foreigners. So I'll talk about that in HHD wala chapter. Fine. Okay. So this is the secondary infection. Look at the third one. Look, देखो. The secondary lesions and other symptoms are also going to subside spontaneously. Okay? तो तुरंत मतलब कुछ ही दिनों में ये ठीक भी हो जाता है. कुछ ही दिनों में ये ठीक भी हो जाता है. Yeah, what's your doubt, Richa? Why is the swelling important? To stop the spread of that particular bacteria to move from one place to another. The body is trying to fight it out. The body is trying to fight it out. Okay, for that reason it is important to make. Okay, then both the primary and the secondary lesions are rich in spirochetes and are highly infectious. That means the number of treponemas present in the primary lesion and the secondary ones are going to be tremendous. They are too much in numbers. While in tertiary, we'll come to know that tertiary infection may the spirochete number has decreased. Okay. See, so both primary and secondary lesions are rich in spirochetes and are highly infectious. बहुत ज़्यादा अगर infectious causing organism है तो infection spread करना भी बहुत ही easily possible है, right? After several years, tertiary lesions appear on skin, bones, liver, and degenerative changes occurs in our heart and brain. Imagine क्या था ये छोटा सा इतना सा एक चैंकर था प्राइमरी लीजन वाला और ये हमने ट्रीट नहीं किया इसलिए थर्ड स्टेज में जाने के बाद क्या क्या कर रहा है ये देखिए व्हाट इज इट कॉजिंग प्रॉब्लम इन स्किन बोन्स लीवर एंड डीजेनरेटिव चेंजेस इन आवर हार्ट एंड ब्रेन मतलब पूरा कंट्रोल उसके हाथ में चला गया क्यों चला गया क्योंकि ये इजीली क्यूरेबल था लेकिन हमने निग्लेक्ट किया हमें डर लगा लोग क्या कहेंगे देखिए अगर यही सोचते रहोगे लोग क्या कहेंगे तो एक दिन क्या होता है देखिए लुक एट इट it's taking a toll of your heart tissues and the brain tissues as well so don't you think it's better to always get the things cured है ना हाँ to overcome that we have to take medicines we have to get it treated it's as simple there are so it's a normal antibiotic का कोर्स रहे ऐसा भी नहीं कि कुछ इंजेक्शन इंजेक्शन देना है सर्जरी वर्जरी करनी है कुछ नहीं करना है बट बट उसका क्योर करना पड़ेगा नॉर्मल मेडिसिन से इसका क्योर हो रहा है इट इज नॉट सीरियस इन द फर्स्ट स्टेज it will become serious only in the third stage my dear otherwise it is not at all serious कब आपने दवा लिया और कब आप ठीक हो गए आपको भी नहीं समझेगा it's as simple as that it's a course of hardly nowadays so we have got these courses only of 14 days 14 दिन में बंदे बिल्कुल ठीक हो जाते but social stigma. Okay, treponemas are going to be rare in the tertiary lesions, means now their number has decreased. Why their number has decreased? Because in the secondary lesions, I told you there was swelling. I told you swelling is done because of what? To stop their spread, to kill them, not allow them to move to different places. So now their population has drastically reduced, right? But still, जो बचे कुचे हैं ना थोड़े बहुत, वो tertiary infection cause करते हैं, heart and brain तक पहुंच सकते हैं. Right? So infections occurs by sexual intercourse and occasionally by kissing or close body contact. Occasionally. ठीक है अगर प्राइमरी या सेकेंडरी लीजन वाला बंदा जिसको जिसके बॉडी में बहुत ज्यादा ये ट्रेपोनेमास प्रेजेंट है so there is a possibility that he or she might transfer it to the other partner by saliva. Okay. Incubation period is about 3 to 4 weeks. Incubation period मतलब once that particular organism उस बंदे में आ जाता है तो for 3 to 4 weeks उसको कोई भी प्रॉब्लम नहीं दिखाई देगी. After 3 to 4 weeks primary lesion chancre formation start हो जाएगा. So for almost a month after the act of coitus, after the act of copulation, almost after a month the symptoms would be seen. Mothers may transmit the disease to their newborn babies through the placenta. If this particular type of uh, passing of the syphilis to the young one is done, we call it as congenital syphilis, congenital. It's a gift given by the mother to the offspring. Okay, it is easily cured by antibiotics. 14 दिन का एंटीबायोटिक का कोर्स लिया तो ये प्रॉब्लम हमेशा के लिए चली जाएगी. जैसे ही प्राइमरी लेशन दिखाई देता है, कुछ लाइक प्रॉब्लम लगता है कि ऐसे कुछ अजीब चीजें हमारे बॉडी में डेवलप हो रही है, अगर ऐसे कहीं लगता है, इट्स ओके, just get yourself tested. And if it is diagnosed positive for syphilis, just take the 14 days of antibiotic course and get yourself completely out of it. Why you have to, even worry about the severity and all, right? It is easily cured by antibiotics. Huh, what's your doubt, bacha? If not cured, it will lead to death. Yes, it might. It might. Yeah, the third stage is really very serious, right? So if the offspring gets syphilis, would the chances of death increase in the offspring if not treated? If not treated. If it is treated immediately, then there is no problem of death. Okay. What are the control measures? How can we control this? Prompt treatment of the discovered cases. Prompt treatment. Immediate. जैसे ही diagnosis हो जाता है, बस go for it. Finding source of infection and treating them. We have to find out the source from where this is getting transmitted. Which is the person who has come in your contact or that person's contact who got it infected. So that अगर source को ही हमने treat कर दिया तो और pass करने का सवाल ही नहीं आएगा. So finding source of infection and treating those people. Every person should maintain a sex hygiene. It's very important. Avoiding multiple sex partners. Prophylaxis. What do you mean by prophylaxis? Prophylaxis means उससे हम कैसे बच सकते हैं, हम पहले ही क्या measures ले सकते हैं. What are the measures that we need to take so that we don't contract such diseases? So the prophylaxis is going to be use of condoms at the type of exposure and use of penicillin after the exposure. तो अगर बाय चांस ऐसे कुछ होता भी है ना, तो एक पेनिसिलिन की गोली किसी के भी घर पे अवेलेबल होती है, राइट? एक पेनिसिलिन की गोली लेने पर भी ये तुरंत उसका स्प्रेड स्टॉप हो जाता है और फिर वो कोर्स कंप्लीट करने पर वो आपके बॉडी में से फॉरएवर चला जाएगा. सिफिलिस इज 100% curable. Got it? Yeah. What's your doubt, my dear? Have there been any deaths in the third stage of syphilis? Yeah. If they were not treated, they have reported, but it's very less. Fine. So if the mother has her first baby and finds out that the child has this disease and aborts it, then throughout her life, whatever children she will bear will have this disease. If she is cured of it, she will never give this to the next generation. If she gets cured after detection, if she gets cured, then the next time if she is going to have a second child or whatever, that particular child is going to not have the infection at all in any time of his life. Okay. If she doesn't, then there is a possibility. Then she is going to have that organism in her body. Then there is a possibility, right? So if anyone comes to, diagnose अगर हो जाता है कि that particular person is going to be a victim of syphilis, just get it cured. हमारा सर्दी, खांसी, बुखार, स्टमक अपसेट, स्टमक पेन, ये जो हमारे नॉर्मल चीजों के लिए जैसे हम गोलियां खाते हैं ना, वैसे गोलियां खानी है. Nothing, I mean, too much. Yeah. Uh, it has to be entire course. It should be entire course. If it is detected only then, without reason, don't pop in any medicines. Okay? Just for cure, just for safety, don't pop in any medicines. Fine? It's only if it is detected, then you have to take the medicines. Got it? Yeah. So throughout her life, every child of hers will have this hypothetically. What do you mean by this? I did not understand. What do you mean by that? Throughout her life, every child will have this particular disease. I didn't get you, bacha. If she is cured, she will never have this. If she is cured of this, then she will never pass on this to whatever number of children she will have later on. Huh. But the chromosomes of the oogonia are formed before. That doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. It's nothing to do with the oogonia. It is to matter with the amniotic fluid. It's with the amniotic fluid, not with the oogonia. No problem with that. Okay. Can a person have more than one STDs? Yes. Person can have n number of STDs at the same time also. Okay. There is no thing कि एक है तो दूसरा नहीं हो सकता, ऐसा कुछ नहीं है. Okay. Fine. Anything else? Anything else in this? Anything else? That every after 6 months everyone should get. No, only if you have got any symptoms. Otherwise, there is no need for any tests. Only if there are any symptoms, then get yourself checked. Otherwise, not required. Okay? Throughout her life, if she isn't cured, whatever, yeah, but she will have to get cured. Otherwise, she only will deteriorate her life. How can she reproduce? If her heart, if her brain is not going to be functional properly, there is no question of reproduction only then. So she has to get either cured or died. So it's always better that if she's detected, na, the first thing that the doctors will tell her is, भाई जाओ दवाई ले लो. Okay. Exactly. So very rarely deaths would occur because nowadays every one of the people who are going to be, diagnosed with this will immediately be given a course. That's simple. ठीक है? चलिए. So with this we complete the syphilis. Go to the next one. That's going to be gonorrhea. Okay. Okay. Now, what is gonorrhea? See, look at the photo. You can come to know. ये जो इसका जो shape है, it's more like a circular thing, na? Right? Yeah. So it's going to be caused by a coccus whose name is Neisseria gonorrhoeae. What is the name? Neisseria gonorrhoeae. It's the shape of a spherical shape है, इसलिए ये कोकस है, बैक्टीरिया ही है बट कोकस है. और ये डिप्लोकोकस है. डिप्लोकोकस मीन्स क्या बच्चा? दो कोकस हमेशा साथ में रहते हैं. So it is called as a diplococcus. Fine. We have got diplococcus. We have got Sarcina-coccus. We have got Tetracoccus. We have got Staphylococcus. We have got Streptococcus. वो मैं बायोलॉजिकल क्लासिफिकेशन के टाइम पे एक्सप्लेन करूंगी कि ये क्या होता है. ठीक है. बट डिप्लो मीन्स ऑलवेज इन अ पेयर. तो ये डिप्लोकोकस है. लुक ऑन योर स्क्रीन. इट्स अ डिप्लोकोकस. है ना? Yeah, Diplococcus pneumoniae. Very good, Shravani. Very nice, bacha. Very right, very right. Yes. So it's caused by your Neisseria gonorrhoeae, which is nothing but a bacteria. Now, if a person gets infected with gonorrhea, what would be the symptoms that that particular patient will experience? The victim feels burning sensation and pain during urination because it's an STD generally transmitted via the coitus act. So there's going to be a burning sensation during urination and it may also cause a pain. There may be pus from the penis and excessive secretions in the vagina. You know what is a pus ना? अगर किसी को कुछ हर्ट हुआ है और अगर उसमें अगर वो जल्दी से क्योर नहीं हो रहा है तो कभी कभी है ना उसमें से ऐसा एक वाइट कलर का ऐसा एक ये निकल आता है लिक्विड के जैसा ooze out होता है. That is called as a pus. So such type of pus formation also may be experienced in the penis of the male if they are infected, and there would be excessive discharge which will be seen in the through the vagina in the females. Okay. Incubation period is 2 to 14 days in males and 7 to 21 days in females. A very important sentence, frequently asked question. उसका incubation period, let it be males or females. Syphilis का incubation period was 3 to 4 weeks. But gonorrhea का males में अलग है और females में अलग है. तो males में 2 दिन से लेकर 14 दिन तक वो अपने symptoms नहीं दिखाएगा. लेकिन फीमेल्स में तो 7 दिन के बाद ही इन्फेक्शंस दिखाई देते हैं. ठीक है. So the incubation period is going to vary from 2 days to 14 days in males and 7 days to 21 days in females. Is it fine? Okay. Their hormones are different, na bacha? Hormones are different. Their body mechanism is different. So it's going to have different type of activities in both the different sexes. The disease causes inflammation of the mucous membrane of the urogenital tract, that is the genital region and the urinary tract. दोनों infect हो सकते हैं इसमें. It could infect the rectum, it could infect the throat, it could even infect the eye. Eyes जो होते हैं ना, वो generally newborn babies में दिखाई देते हैं. Okay, not generally in adults. Now, it spreads by sexual contact and through infected clothes. Infected clothes as well. So sharing of the common things should be avoided. है ना? The infection may spread to other parts of the body and cause arthritis, and it may also lead to female sterility. You know what is arthritis? Joint pain. है ना? And the female sterility तक conditions हो सकती है if not treated at the right time. The children born to an infected mother soon after often suffer from eye infection, which we call as gonococcal ophthalmia. So gonococcal ophthalmia is generally seen in, that's what I said, eyes का जो infection होता है ना, वो न्यूबॉर्न बेबीज में दिखाई देता है. अगर मदर को गोनोरिया हुआ है तो she might pass the gonococcal ophthalmia to her offspring. तो न्यूबॉर्न बेबीज में ये दिखाई देता है. And gonococcal vulvogenitis in the girls before puberty. So you know what is vulva, you know what is vagina. So vulva and vagina, ये दोनों areas में कभी कभी infections दिखने को start होते हैं before puberty. Okay, gonorrhea is also easily curable by antibiotics. Control measures are going to be the same as that of syphilis. ठीक है, ये इसमें स्टेजेस नहीं है, जैसे यहाँ वहां पर प्राइमरी लीजन, सेकेंडरी लीजन, टर्शियरी लीजन ऐसा सब कुछ था. देयर आर नो like such type of things that are seen in parts. Fine, it's just that generally pain and burning sensation during urination is an indication that that person might be suffering from gonorrhea. Okay. Yeah, what is the difference between infertility and sterility? Infertility is something which is going to be present in that particular person right from the birth. Okay. And sterility can be developed later on because of some or the other reasons. Maybe because of hormonal changes, maybe because of such type of infections or something like that. Where basically the meaning remains the same, that they won't be able to have kids, but infertility is a term which is going to be present right from the beginning, that issue is going to be there. ठीक है, got it? Yeah, any doubts in gonorrhea वाला part till here बच्चा जो हमने किया है? किसी को कोई doubts है? देख लो एक बार फटाफट. No बच्चा, bus is not a cyst or something. It is a liquid that oozes out from the wounded area. It's white in color or yellow in color. Okay, it's not blood. Sometimes we get hurt. Okay, and after few days na, if you see, if you try to press, it becomes very painful. And if you just try to press it na, then एक whitish yellowish color का ऐसा एक fluid ooze out होता है. That is pus. Okay, so it is not going to be the cyst or something like that. Okay. हाँ. Yeah. Pus has got dead WBCs in them. Very right. You're right, bacha. Yes, Akshay, you're right. What do you want, my dear? 8 point, which is 8.1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The children born to affected mothers. So if the mother is going to have uh, gonorrhea infection, then she has the capacity to pass this to her newborn baby. And that newborn baby's infection would be seen in the eye. So we call that as gonococcal ophthalmia. Fine. And later on, it could be seen in the vulval and the vaginal region of the daughters, especially just before puberty. Fine. What if the pus problem is not going to be taken? It will go on spreading, my dear. The pus goes on spreading. What is pus actually? Do you know what is pus? Does anyone know what is pus? Why that pus is happening and what is that pus all about? Does anyone know? Huh.
Mom, it is composed of dead
Yeah, they are. Yeah. You're right. Speak. Yeah, it's going to be having the dead cells, which are WBCs predominantly. Yes. Very good, Akshay. Yes. They are the predominant macrophages or killer cells. Yes. They are basically those which are going to be taking care of fighting with the infections, right? But they are going to be a part of it. They are going to be a part of it. It smells very bad. पस का बहुत गंदा स्मेल आ जाता है बिकॉज वो डेड टिश्यू है ना तो वहां पर इन्फेक्शन सेट हो जाता है okay, so that is the way pus formation will generally take place. We can get it cured by normal antibiotics. We can get it cured. Fine. Normal antibiotics, penicillin and all, normal गोलियां खा के ठीक हो जाता है, कुछ टेंशन नहीं है. ठीक है. Okay. So I think gonorrhea is clear with all of you all. So both the STDs के जो example आपके boards में आने वाले हैं, आपके 12th standard board exam में आने वाले हैं, ये दोनों चीजें clear हो गई बच्चा. If they ask you any question, would you be able to solve this? Short answers, short note, MCQs, one line answers, कुछ भी आ सकता है इसके ऊपर. ठीक है ना? चलिए. Fine. Then we go ahead with the next one. So for the next one, we are going to talk something different. Let us understand what is that. See, now comes the question that you had asked, Bacha. What's infertility all about? Let us see. A large number of couples all over the world, including India, are infertile. That is, they are unable to produce children in spite of unprotected sex or cohabitions. So, sexual cohabitions होने के बाद, insemination successfully होने के बावजूद भी, there are many couples who are finding it difficult to conceive, to have children. The reasons for this could be many. It could be a physical issue, congenital issue. It could be because of such diseases that we saw just now. It could be because of drugs. If a person is consuming drugs, yes, even then that person is going to have difficulty in conceiving. Immunological problems or psychological problems as well. So all these are the different reasons why like a couple is having a difficulty in having children. Anything could be there in this. Anything. Fine. In India, often the female is blamed for the couple being childless. But more often than not, the problem lies in the male partner. ये Indian tradition है कि some problem with the female only, that she is not able to become a mother. But it has been found that the problem does not lie with the female. Actually, the problem is associated with the males. But ये psychology बन चुकी है ना? Specialized healthcare units, which are called as infertility clinics, you might have heard about this word, could help in diagnosis that why that couple is failing in their attempts to have children. It can be diagnosed, and a corrective treatment of some of these disorders will be available to them, which will enable these couples to have their children. So such type of infertility clinics have been set up everywhere in the city now. However, where such corrections are not possible, the couples could be assisted, ये word बहुत important है यहाँ पर. The couples could be assisted to have children through certain techniques commonly known as art. What is the full form of art? assisted reproductive technologies. What is the full form of ART? Assisted reproductive technologies. So assist करना मतलब help करना, guide करना, है ना? तो ये assist करते हैं डॉक्टर्स और अलग अलग modern technologies use करके they help the couple to have the children. So now we are going to go in detail about what are the different techniques which are coming under art. Art के अंदर क्या क्या techniques आते हैं? Let us go ahead with them. हाँ, what's this? Like this is a matter of concern, na bacha. Like no one wants to say that they are having a problem in having kids. So generally there is going to be a reference work. Some or the other relatives, friends, someone will refer them to experienced doctors. So that advertisement and all na. Advertisement नहीं कर सकते. It's only the experience that the patients are going to have, which will be a mouth publicity. So इसीलिए हाँ, you're right. For awareness अगर करते हैं तो it would have been better. But nowadays everywhere you will see these clinics. IVF centers especially ये नाम तो सुना होगा. बहुत जगह पर आपको दिखाई देंगे. ठीक है? Yeah. So that is what how to come up with the treatment of infertility is what we're going to see now under art. Art is assisted reproductive technologies. ठीक है? अरे now art के अंदर the first thing that we're going to talk about is going to be IVF. Full form of IVF is in vitro fertilization. In vitro, vitro का मतलब होता है बच्चा glassware. What do you mean by vitro? Glassware. And vivo, vivo, oppo, उसकी बात नहीं हो रही है. Vivo का actual meaning होता है a living cell. Okay, so living cell is vivo and glassware is vitro. So ये जो IVF है इसमें क्या होता है? In glassware, in a test tube or in a petri dish, okay, using a glassware. In vitro fertilization, जो fertilization होता है, the act of fertilization is going to be carried out in a test tube or in a petri dish or something like that way. I haven't seen the movie Ray. There is something called as Good News. Movie है कोई? I'm bad at it. I'm really sorry. I'm very bad at it. आप मेरे साथ मूवीज का डिस्कशन नहीं करेंगे तो नहीं तो मेरा नॉलेज तुम लोग को समझ में आ जाएगा कितना कम है उस फील्ड में. सो आई एम नॉट दैट मूवी प्लफ बिल्कुल नहीं. मुझे टाइम भी नहीं होता है और मुझे इतना इंटरेस्ट भी नहीं है. I don't watch. I don't even remember last movie that I had been anywhere to the theater to watch it. मुझे याद भी नहीं है कौन सा वाला देखा था लास्ट वाला. मुझे सच में याद नहीं है. Very long back it would have been. I don't like to watch movies. Anyways, so yeah, this is what we are talking about, that IVF ka thing. Okay. So in vitro fertilization, the body is almost IVF fertilization outside the body in almost similar condition as that in the body. So there is simulation, not stimulation. Simulation, SIMU. Simulations का मतलब क्या होता है ना बेटा? To create सिमिलर टाइप ऑफ एनवायरनमेंट, उसको हम कहते हैं सिम्युलेशन. जैसे कि यू ऑल वुड बी नोइंग दैट वी हैव गॉट पेंगुइन्स इन मुंबई. डू यू नो दिस? हाँ, तो ये जो पेंगुइन्स है, फॉर द सर्वाइवल ऑफ द पेंगुइन्स वी रिक्वायर आइस. they cannot survive without ice conditions, right? So in that Baikala zoo, वो जीजा माता उद्यान, वहां पर उन्होंने एक सिम्युलेटेड रूम बनाया है. मतलब पूरा आइस से भरा हुआ, टू resemble it like the original natural environment. So it's an artificially made environment which resembles the natural environment. Okay, उसको हम कहते हैं simulations. हाँ, रानी ची बाग, yes. Rani Sabag is where, like when I was a kid, and I was in school. Almost every year, na, they used to take us for that Rani Sa Bagh only for the picnic. वो एनिमल्स दूर दूर, हम हमारा ही मजा ले लेते थे. We used to enjoy our picnics with our friends only. Yeah. So yeah, what is your doubt? They were yeah, they were imported and temporary conditions were made for them. Yeah, you're right. Even trains or air pilots are trained in simulations. Very correct. So very correct. Yes. Where is this? This is at Bhaikala, the zoo, na? This Rani Sabag, Jizamata Udyan. It's at Bhaikala. परेल एंड भाईकला के बीच में है. तो अभी उधर कुछ है कि नहीं, आई डोंट नो. How do they adapt in the artificial condition? The conditions are very much similar to the natural ones, so there is not much to adapt actually. But because of that, one penguin died. Do you know? जितने लाए
yes, miss.
में से एक penguin बेचारा adapt नहीं कर पाया, इसलिए वो बेचारा मर गया. Yeah, that's very bad. Anyways, so you know what is simulations now, right? So here also now in IVF technique also what we do is we use such type of simulations and we create an artificial environment which is very very similar to our natural body environment. Fine, which will be followed by ET. Very important, very important. आपने test tube baby ये नाम सुना होगा. It's a very misleading term बच्चा. टेस्ट ट्यूब बेबी ये वर्ड बहुत मिसलीडिंग है. ये बेबी टेस्ट ट्यूब में नहीं बड़ी हो रही थी. ओके, टेस्ट ट्यूब बेबी में क्या हुआ, ओनली द जाइगोट फॉर्मेशन टुक प्लेस इन द टेस्ट ट्यूब एंड देन that particular zygote got converted into a morula, right? Once it got converted into the morula in the test tube, that morula was picked up and reinserted in the mother's womb for implantation, and that baby was normally being growing as a natural thing that would have happened in a normal female. Only the fusion of gametes up to the morula stage was done artificially in a test tube. उसको test tube baby कहा गया है. test tube baby का मतलब बहुत सारे लोगों को क्या लगता है, test tube में baby पैदा हो गई. पैदा नहीं होती है. test tube में बस fertilization, morula formation होने तक वो test tube में है. After which it will be inserted back into the mother. Okay, I'm going to talk in detail about them of course. So see, embryo transfer, ये जो morula है, जो embryo अभी बन रहा है, उसका transfer होना सबसे important है. So in vitro fertilization, that is IVF, the fertilization outside the body in almost similar conditions as that of the body, which would be followed by embryo transfer, is one such method, right? We can form an entire baby in the artificial. No. It's very harmful to the health of that particular baby. So it's not done. It's not done. Okay. In this method, popularly known as the test tube baby program, ova from the wife or a donor. That means ova from the female. It could be the wife's egg or the donor's egg. Anyone can, donate that egg. So here, the egg or the ova would be taken, and the sperms from the husband or a donor again, okay, are going to be collected and are going to be induced, and they are incubated to form a zygote under simulated conditions in the lab. तो जैसे हमारे बॉडी में नेचुरली ये प्रोसेस होता है, वही टाइप का एक आर्टिफिशियल एनवायरनमेंट क्रिएट किया जाता है जहां पर ये फर्टिलाइजेशन पॉसिबल हो जाता है, right? The resulting embryo is then inserted into the womb for implantation. So ET जो मैंने बोला, embryo transfer जो मैंने बोला ना बच्चा, ये second point है, that once this particular zygote formation has been successfully taken place, then it will get converted into a morula, and once it gets converted into a morula, it is injected into the womb of the mother for normal implantation and normal growth of the child. ठीक है? हाँ. What is your doubt, beta? We can How are they collected? They are going to be, the eggs can be collected by a small puncture in the ovaries. The ovaries are punctured using a hypodermal needle, and they are collected. Okay, and sperms can be collected naturally. There is nothing like, there is no injury to be caused to a male, right? So there is not a problem with collection of the spermatozoa, but the problem is with collection of the egg because it has to be pierced. So from the ovaries, the needle is going to be inserted and it will be, used to pick up the eggs. Fine. How cloning is done? Cloning is going to be seen in the chapter of biotech. Applications करके एक है बायोटेक्नोलॉजी का, उसमें क्लोनिंग के बारे में मैं और बताऊंगी. Okay. Then how many days does it take on an average? But it's not going to be always successful, because ultimately what happens is now it's going to be something which is being done outside in a simulated conditions. So the success rate is hardly 1%. So many a times, a female has to go for this process for many years as well. कभी कभी सालों साल लग जाते हैं अगर जाइगोट फॉर्मेशन एफिशिएंटली नहीं होता है तो. बिकॉज क्या होता है ना बेटा, द एग वुड बी रिलीज ओनली वंस आफ्टर 28 to 30 days. तो अगर वो फर्स्ट अटेम्प्ट में जो एग रिलीज करना था वो अगर बराबर से कलेक्ट हमने किया भी, but it did not get successful in making a zygote, then again you will have to wait for one entire month for the second egg to be collected. So है ना, कभी कभी सालों साल लग जाते हैं ये प्रोसेस के लिए. इट्स नॉट लाइक इमीडिएटली आपको इसके रिजल्ट्स मिल जाएंगे. ठीक है. हाँ. Is it artificially implanted in the womb? Yeah, it is artificially implanted in the womb. Yeah, or just passed. No, no, no. It is artificially implanted. Why IVF result is more than one time in most cases? Why IVF results in more than one child? I'll tell you. I'll tell you, Ayush. Very good question. I'll tell you this. Okay, then what's it? A baby can be formed without sperm by using stem cells or something. So only female couples can have their. No, 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 no. That is only going to be happening in case of animals. In case of human beings, this particular thing is illegal. Legally, it is not accepted. Legally, it is not accepted. Okay. So a lot of legal work needs to be done before going ahead with this process, right? Can we collect many oogonia at a time and develop them artificially? It's difficult now because all of them are going to be at different stage of growth. Some would be just not even converted into the next stage. Some are in the second stage of development. Some are in the Graafian follicle stage. Some are going to be on the verge of liberating. So it is very difficult to have all them made in the lab every time. Are the IVF children weak as compared to normal? No, 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 not at all, not at all. Is it illegal in all countries? या बच्चा ह्यूमन के बारे में जो भी है ना ऐसे टाइप के मेथड्स illegally है. Even cloning in humans is illegal. You can make 100 copies of yourself if you want, but it is illegal, right? And it requires a lot of vitamin M. You know what is vitamin M, na? What is vitamin M? You know? नहीं? विटामिन एम नहीं पता? अरे सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट विटामिन है सबके लिए. ए बी सी डी ई के ये हमने सारे सुने हैं, बट विटामिन एम तो सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट है. विटामिन एम के बगैर आजकल कुछ नहीं हो सकता है. सर्वाइवल इज इम्पॉसिबल विदाउट विटामिन एम. फूलिंग यार. इट्स नथिंग टू डू विद बायो. विटामिन एम का मतलब होता है मनी मनी. So all these things require a lot of vitamin M. Without money ये possible नहीं है. बहुत ज़्यादा money involved होता है ये सारे. But it's a fact ना. Without money nowadays nothing is going to be possible यार. So A, B, C, D, E, K, yeah, they are required, but for everything vitamin A is most important. विटामिन एम के बगैर कुछ नहीं होता है. एनीवेज जोक्स अपार्ट बच्चा, but yeah, it's a costly affair. It's a costly affair basically. So not all the groups of the society can actually afford it. right? Yeah. That's what I said. Na, bacha, it's everything like all these things are actually costly affairs है ये. Uh, Substrata of the population को ये avail करना difficult है ये techniques. Even your IVF. Yeah, you're right. Anyway, so where were we? Huh. So this was IVF ka content. Okay. So I hope you all have understood what is IVF. Any doubts? Any confusions in IVF ka part? Just quickly go through it. You can see the diagram also of IVF I have shown. See how is it done? So this is going to be the egg which is going to be taken in a petri dish. These are going to be the spermatozoa. Now they are going to be allowed to fuse, and after fusion, the morula formation will take place. And this morula formation होने के बाद, they are again reinserted into the mother's womb. Right? Got it? Yeah. Now, under IVF only, actually, we have got a process called as ZIFT and GIFT. Okay? Under IVF, just like IVF only, थोड़ा सा उसमें change है. एक है ZIFT method, एक है GIFT method. Z stands for zygote and G stands for gamete. So ये देखिए, IV ZIFT बोल रही हूँ मैं यहाँ पर, ZIFT बोल रही हूँ. What is the full form of ZIFT? See, the zygote or the early embryos with up to 8 blastomeres. You know 8 blastomeres is nothing but morula ना, है ना? हमने पढ़ा था कि नहीं है? तो ये morula है. हाँ. तो the zygote or the early embryos with up to 8 blastomeres could then be transferred into the fallopian tube. इसलिए इसका फुल फॉर्म देखिए, जाइगोट इंट्रा फैलोपियन ट्रांसफर. तो इधर देखो क्या हो गया बच्चा, इधर देखो क्या हो गया. इधर ये जो एम्ब्रियो बना है, द एम्ब्रियो इज ट्रांसफर्ड द एम्ब्रियो इज ट्रांसफर्ड इनटू द fallopian tube and not in the womb directly, not in the endometrium, not in the uterus. कहाँ पर डाला है इसको? ये ZIFT technique में the morula is inserted inside the fallopian tube. है ना? Look at this sentence again. Zygote intra fallopian transfer, right? To complete its further development. तो 8 से 16, 16 से 32 ये जो हमारा सिलसिला चल रहा था, हमने ये पूरा डिटेल में देख लिया है. That how the morula is going to grow and ultimately is going to go and attach to the endometrium. So that will be taking place naturally under ZIFT. ठीक है? Embryos formed by in vivo fertilization. In vivo मैंने क्या बोला बच्चा? What do you mean by the word in vivo? In vivo means in living cells. है ना? है ना? Yeah. So embryos formed by in vivo fertilization, that is fusion of gametes within the females, also could be used for such transfer to assess those females who cannot conceive. Right? So in this case, what happens is we can take the embryos. We can take the embryos from a donor egg and the husband's sperm, right? We can fuse it artificially, and then what was the problem of that female? The female was not in the capacity to make an egg, but her endometrium is good. There is no problem with implantation. There is no problem with she developing the baby in her womb. There is no difficulty in that. What is the difficulty with this particular female? That she is not capable of making eggs. In that case, a donor can be selected for donating her egg, right? And the sperms of her husband, that that female who is having a problem with making eggs, na, her husband's sperms can be taken, and in vitro they can have the zygote formation up to 8 blastomeres, and that particular 8 blastomered embryo can be transferred into the female who is not capable of making eggs. In that female, okay, we can just insert that in her fallopian tube so that she will biologically carry that child in her womb. Okay, genetically that child will be 50% of her husband, 50% of the donor, but at least she'll have that much of satisfaction that the growth of that child is taking place in her uterus. Fine. These are also the things which are worked on. Okay. Why only 8 blastomeres? It is up to 16. Yeah. So between 8 to 16, immediate, as and when we saw how much time it is going to take for making 8 blastomeres, right? So within a day or two, this transfer should take place. Okay. 8 to 16 is fine. Up to 16 also it's fine. Okay. So is it that the doctors first check where the problem and which are not, and accordingly they perform the type of art? Very right, beta. They have to first go for a complete checkup, a complete analysis. What uh, point is the problem? They have to first diagnose that, and only after that diagnosis, it is possible for them to come up with which type of art has to be implemented. Very right, very right. Okay. So see over here what has happened now. Here they are saying, I told you that Zift is also a type of, Zift is also a type of this only, na? IVF only. I'll show you this with a laser pointer. Yeah. So here what's going to happen, see. So IVF zygotes are placed into the oviduct. So it's in the fallopian tube. So normally, now when this was inserted, see, it is around 8 cell, it will become 16 cell, 32 cells, and it will reach the uterus on its own. Right? Right? Yeah. So it's a Zift is also type of IVF only, but why it is called as Zift? Because in IVF we are inserting the morula or the zygote directly into the uterus. Here we are inserting that into the fallopian tube. So zygote intra fallopian tube transfer. Is it fine? Any confusion with IVF or ZIFT? Anyone who has not followed? Because ZIFT and GIFT में बहुत बार बच्चे कंफ्यूज हो जाते हैं, तो पहले ZIFT अंडरस्टैंड कर लो, उसके बाद में गिफ्ट के बारे में भी बताऊंगी. Any doubts with ZIFT? Any problem with ZIFT or IVF? Come on, quickly. Go through it. Look at the slides. Look at the diagrams. Let me know if there is any complex you have not understood anything. Any point? Yeah, you can directly do IVF. Then what is the use of ZIF? Yeah, so what happens na bacha? The more the embryos would be outside the body, that is more they would be in the glassware, there are high chances of contaminations. There are high chances of destructions. So it's always better that as soon as the fertilization has been ensured, immediately transfer it to the natural conditions. At 8 blastomere condition or 16 blastomere condition, if we transfer it to the womb, it won't sustain only. Because we know that at what stage does the implantation actually take place. So we cannot directly at 8 blastomeric form, we cannot insert them directly into the womb. So it's always better that let them be in the body as soon as this fertilization has been achieved. Fine. How is it sent in the fallopian tube through vagina, or a cut is made in the abdomen? It could be both ways. It could be both ways. But generally, a cut नहीं होता है. एक needle होती है इंजेक्शन के जैसी, और जैसे हम इंजेक्शंस देते हैं ना, वैसे ही इसको ये जो मॉर्यूला है उसको है ना बच्चा, न्यूट्रियस फ्लूइड में मिक्स किया जाता है और फिर वो इंसर्ट किया जाता है. So it's generally insertions. Sometimes even through the vagina, it can be let inside. But the best option is using a hypodermal needle, just inject it. Right? Fine. Okay. So shall we move to the gift wala part now? Gift dekh lete hai. What is gift? Okay, fine. Yeah. So this is all about the gift that we're going to talk about now. So let us understand this. Oi, 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 don't play, don't play, don't play, don't play with the slides. Yeah. So the third is going to be the gift, that is going to be transfer of an ovum from a donor into the fallopian tube. जीत, you had played with this. ये लाइन आपने बनाई है जीत, इसको निकालो प्लीज. हाँ वो मिस्टेक ही है लेकिन उसको निकालो बच्चा. हाँ, थैंक यू, थैंक यू. हाँ, आजकल क्या हो रहा है ना, अभी सेटिंग ऐसा करके रखा है कि जो इधर बाय मिस्टेक भी अगर किसी ने लाइन वाइन कुछ भी किया ना तो उसका नाम आ जाता है उस लाइन के आगे। तो आई कम टू नो। एनीवेज नो प्रॉब्लम, होता है कभी कभी, चलता है। हाँ, तो आई वॉज टॉकिंग अबाउट या मोबाइल के थ्रू ये प्रॉब्लम हो जाता है, आई कैन अंडरस्टैंड, इट्स ओके, नो प्रॉब्लम बच्चा। हाँ, जस्ट सी, ट्रांसफर ऑफ एन ओवम कलेक्टेड फ्रॉम अ डोनर इनटू द फेलोपियन ट्यूब। क्या अभी हम ट्रांसफर कर रहे हैं? हम ओवम को ट्रांसफर कर रहे हैं, वी आर नॉट ट्रांसफरिंग द जाइगोट और द मोरला। सो गिफ्ट का फुल फॉर्म क्या है देखो, गैमीट इंट्रा फेलोपियन ट्रांसफर, GIFT. So G stands for gamete, Z stands for zygote, है ना? So here what will happen? A transfer of an ovum, which is going to be collected from a donor, would be inserted into the fallopian tube of another female who cannot produce one but can provide suitable environment for fertilization, and further development is another method attempted. So यहाँ पर या it's something like not exactly surrogacy. देखो, there's a female called as A. This A female is having difficulty in producing eggs. She is not able to make her own eggs, right? Then there is a female B. The female B will actually wait for her egg, right? And now, instead of the zygote being inserted, I mean, instead of the artificial fertilization that is going to take place outside the body in the glassware, what is done? The egg from the B is directly inserted into the female A, right? So, after normal copulation, there is a chance that the egg gets fertilized. Okay, so gamete transfer करते हैं तो the sperms need not be collected separately in a test tube. The eggs need not be collected separately. There is no involvement of glassware for using simulated conditions for the fertilization to take place. ये सब झमेले नहीं करने हैं, सीधा सीधा क्या करना है, फीमेल बी के पास से ओवा लेना है और फीमेल ए के फिलोपियन ट्यूब में इंसर्ट कराना है, एज सिंपल एज दैट। इज इट फाइन? हाँ, yeah. For A, it is not going to be its own egg, right? It is not going to be its own egg. But it is definitely not the foreign body because the composition of all the eggs are going to be hormonally the same. Fine? Yeah, yeah. That's similar to ZIF but without any complex process. Yeah, so thoda vitamin M kam lagega, right? Okay. So a female who is compatible of undergoing ZIF will also be capable of undergoing GIFT. Yes. Yes, very right, Manan. Correct, bacha. बिल्कुल सही बोला. Both the conditions, the eggs are not produced. Yes, my dear, you're perfectly sahi. Perfectly sahi. Correct. Identity of B won't be revealed, right? Never. Donor's identity will never be revealed in any case. Okay. But like many times it has been seen that, uh, I mean, of course, the people who can really afford it, they choose the donors, what characteristics they want in their child, accordingly they choose the donors. So it is a huge business racket nowadays, and those donors are paid heavily. The donors are paid heavily. Okay, yeah. So that is about the gift. So IVF में हमने दो type, IVF gift and gift almost similar है, but IVF में directly womb में embryo transfer होता है, gift में zygote fallopian tube में insert होता है और gift में ova fallopian tube में transfer होता है, right? हाँ. Yeah. So now you know what is vitamin M perfectly, yeah? Yes, yeah. So if someone suspects that the offspring is not his own, so he can suspect that his gift can be a result. Yeah, that's right. But it is done under the knowledge of both the partners. It cannot be done without that, right? It has to be under the knowledge of both the partners with all the proper type of documentations. Okay. but there is no surety that the characteristics would be passed. Yeah, there is no surety, but at least chances are there, 50-50, as we say. है ना? Yes, yes, you're right. Which one has more chances of conceiving the ZIFT? Both are having, bacha. Both are equally helpful. It depends on uh, how they decide, how the doctors are going to decide the compatibility and the viability of the procedures in that particular female's health. According to her health pattern, the program will be devised. Okay, fine. So that is about IVF, ZIFT, and GIFT. And now we come to the most crucial part of your these type of technologies, which is going to be called as ICSI. This is a newly introduced content in your syllabus. So be ensured that questions भर भर के ये point में से आने वाले हैं ICSI में. ठीक है? देखिए, हाँ, before that gift का जो है वो diagram हमने discuss नहीं किया बच्चा. Look at this. So eggs and the sperms will be placed into the oviduct. See, so the sperms are going to come normally and eggs हम place कर रहे हैं. तो ये जो है ये eggs है, it is zygote और mollula, और natural fertilization यहाँ पर ampulla region में होने के chances है, and a normal implantation in the uterus होने के भी chances है, right? Okay, let us talk about intracytoplasmic sperm injections. That is ICSI. What is the full form of ICSI? Intracytoplasmic sperm injection. ठीक है, नाम से कुछ ना कुछ समझ में आया होगा आपको, but फिर भी is another specialized procedure to form an embryo in the lab in which a sperm is directly injected into the ovum. Now, what is the difference between ZIFT, GIFT, IVF and in ZIFT, gift तो छोड़ दो, gift तो इसमें नहीं आएगा, but ZIFT and IVF उसमें क्या हमने किया था that the spermatozoa and the egg were allowed to fuse naturally. So few, like millions of these sperms were introduced into the Petri plate. One of them was successful in making that zygote, right? In ICSI, we are not going to take those millions of sperms. We are going to take only one single spermatozoa and directly inject that spermatozoa into the egg. एक ही लेकर. समझ में आ गई बात? तो देखो, intracytoplasmic sperm injections is another specialized procedure to form an embryo in the lab in which the sperm is directly injected into the ovum. So here you can see the diagram. ये देखो, this is the egg. This is the egg cytoplasm. This is the injection needle. And here you can see the spermatozoa, one single spermatozoa is going to be directly injected into the egg cytoplasm. This is the holding tool so that the egg does not go on moving here and there. तो एक साइड से एग को पकड़ते हैं, बराबर से होल्ड करते हैं, दूसरे साइड से ये इंजेक्शन नीडल reach the cytoplasm of the egg, and then that spermatozoa is going to get directly injected into the cytoplasm. Okay, so what is the difference between IVF and ICSI? There were billions of sperms, anyone could form the zygote. Here only one sperm which is directly injected inside the cytoplasm of the egg, that is called as ICSI. Okay, हाँ, यस मनन, वेरी राइट बच्चा, बिल्कुल सही बोला. 100% उसका रिजल्ट आता है ना कि फर्टिलाइजेशन होना ही है. वेरी गुड, यस. Is that rod like thing in the diagram of gift a particular injection? Where is that rod like diagram? नहीं रे, no no no. हाँ, ये ना, yeah. They are the ones which will liberate these eggs. Yes, you're right. Okay, then is the sperm which is to be injected is selected randomly or is it selected by the parents? It's generally selected. That which is the best one, only that is going to be used. Fine. Huh. The ovum is taken out, not necessary. There is no need for the ovum to come out. It can be done in vivo also, it can be done in vitro also. Okay? Fine. This is, for the patients, male patients who are having a low sperm count. एजोस्पर्मिया हमने कुछ किया था, आपको याद है? ओलिगोस्पर्मिया एंड एजोस्पर्मिया. सो ओलिगोस्पर्मिया, एजोस्पर्मिया में maybe like the spermatozoa are not capable enough to go and reach the efficiently. So generally it is done for a male sterility को cure करने के लिए, overcome करने के लिए. Okay. So in this case, can the parent choose whether they want? Yeah, they can. They can choose. It's not painful. It's not at all painful. छोटा सा needle है, कुछ समझ में भी नहीं आता है. So they study, they don't study individual sperm ka characteristics, but they check their viability. The one which is most viable and most strong and most efficient, only that one would be used for such particular acts. Okay. Yeah, since it is one particular sperm, they can choose if they want a boy or a girl. Sperm में X और Y सर्च करना बहुत डिफिकल्ट है, बहुत ही डिफिकल्ट है. इसमें जनरली कैसे होता है ना बेटा, जो मोस्ट सक्सेसफुल है, मोस्ट वायबल है, मोस्ट एफिशिएंट है स्पर्म, उसको सिलेक्ट किया जाता है. इट डिपेंड्स ऑन द हेल्थ ऑफ द स्पर्म, द मोस्ट हेल्दी वन विल बी सिलेक्टेड. ओके. हाँ. Yeah. So we give yeah. We have to give more vitamin A, of course, in such type of procedures. Very right. What do they know? How do they know means? They are going to watch. They are going to have all these under your ultrasonic. Ultrasonic conditions में ये सारे के सारे जांच किए जाते हैं, और अल्ट्रासोनिक करने के बाद ही समझ में आता है कि which one is the leading one. Okay, so they are going to be analyzed in a very technical manner. Okay, so this is about ICSI. So 4 things. Any confusion in the 4 things? Look over here, look at this diagram and look at the bottom line. Sperm is injected into the cytoplasm of the egg using a fine needle. So this fine needle is also called as your hypodermal needle. Okay? Come on. Now let's go to the 5th particular type, that is called as AI. AI is very simple, that is artificial insemination. So infertility cases either due to inability of the male partner to inseminate in the female, or due to very low sperm counts in the ejaculates, could be corrected by artificial insemination technique. So if the male is having a problem, then there is a possibility that one can opt for artificial insemination. ठीक है? हाँ, if we inject 2 sperms, can be 2 eggs. If 2 eggs are available, then 2 like sperms could be used. Otherwise, no. In this technique of artificial insemination, sperm is injected into the donor and it is artificially introduced into the vagina or into the uterus of the female. So it could be anywhere. It could be in the vagina or it could be in the uterus directly. That is intrauterine insemination. So just the problem is with the sperms not reaching the target areas, then it could be done artificially. That is called as artificial insemination. Fine. So this is a simple one. There is nothing too much to understand. Though options are many. Huh. What's your doubt, beta? Ma'am, does the needle used in ICSI is sperm lysine? It will have, only one sperm alone is not inserted. Along with that, it is in the nutritive fluid. And that fluid and all is going to help in the sperm lysines to act on it. Okay? Yeah. So though many options are available, all these techniques require extremely high precision handling by specialized professionals and expensive instrumentation. Obviously, that doctor should be an expert. The doctor should have a very good hands-on experience. Otherwise, this is not going to be successful. Huh. If someone is fertile, but when he wants to use ICSI, so can the person select his best and then give it for fertilization? If that person is normal now, then 95% of these sperms are going to be the best ones only. Okay, so then there is no need for selections. Then there is no need for selections. Fine. In ICSI, if the whole sperm is injected, then the egg does. Then in the egg, does the tail and middle piece get dissolved inside? Yes, bacha. They get completely dissolved, and directly the chromosomes are going to get exposed. You are very right. Very right. Okay, fine. So as we are saying that the techniques over here are extremely expensive instrumentations, and the person who is going to do this, the doctors who are going to carry out this, they really have to be expertise. Fine, otherwise सक्सेस रेट बहुत ही कम आ जाता है. Therefore, these facilities are presently available only in few centers in the country, but now Mumbai has got many such centers. Obviously, their benefits is affordable to only a limited number of people. That's what I said. Those who have got ample amount of vitamin A, only then it will be possible. So it's going to be restricted to a particular strata of the society. Emotional, religious, and social factors are also the deterrents in the adoption of these methods. मतलब थोड़ा सा इसमें इमोशनल चीजें हैं कि नहीं, देखो कि एक डोनर का एग या एक डोनर का स्पर्म लेकर, है ना, एक ऑफस्प्रिंग को बर्थ देना, somewhere emotionally the partners may get disturbed, or they may not you know be happy with that particular decision. Religious, yeah, some people believe that we don't know कि कौन से religion का है, कौन सा है, क्या है. So even that is one more thing which is associated with stopping people from going ahead with this. And social factors also, society, लोग क्या कहेंगे वाला चीज जो है वो. So some people are skeptical, they don't want to go ahead with these type of uh, highly expensive and high technological services that are available. They don't want to avail that, right? Since the ultimate aim of all these procedures to have children, in India, we have so many orphaned and destitute children that are going to be having, they are left out. They are not allowed, like with their parents are not a part of them anymore. So we have got so many orphaned and destitute children who would probably not survive till maturity unless taken care of. है ना? देयर इज समथिंग कमिंग इन द मिडल ना यार, मैं इसीलिए मैं स्टॉप करके है ना वापस वापस ये शेयर कर रही हूँ. बट आई डोंट नो, आई जस्ट सी. ये विंडो कभी कभी ऐसे ही परेशान करती है. ओके, सो नाउ दैट थिंग हैज गॉन आई गेस. हाँ, सो since the ultimate aim of all these procedures is to have children, in India we have so many orphaned and destitute children who would probably not survive till maturity unless taken care of. So our laws are going to permit legal adoption, and it is as yet one of the best methods for couples looking for parenthood. Actually, this is one of the best options. Even I would, like seriously, it's one of the greatest options, that there are so many orphan children, right? And if every such couple who is having a problem in conceiving, or not only that, they are capable of conceiving, and yet they can take this decision that no, we will not have our own children but we'll go for adoptions. There are so many people who do like this way. Yeah, फिर they have got their own one child, and the second child is generally adopted. So if anyone is in the capacity of having, taking care of two children at, like together, yeah, people can really do this as a social cause, and it's one of the best things to help the orphaned and the destitute children to actually get a life, right? So yes, this is going to be one of the most noble way of becoming parents, I would say, right? So these are all the different options that are available with completion of this chapter called as huh, what's destitute in need, needy. Okay, they are called as needy children, जिनको कुछ किसी की जरूरत होती है, डिपेंडेंसी होती है. So destitute means needy. Okay, Marathi we call it garzu, right? The ones who need something for their survival. Okay, beta. So we have completed this chapter of reproductive health, and I hope you all have followed this also. I'll send the PPT today to sir, and sir would definitely send it to you all by tomorrow or maximum by day after tomorrow. So start studying. Huh. In other countries, unborn children are also put up for adoption since sometimes the parents are pregnant but don't. Yeah, they have. Yeah, you're right, Bacha. Very right. So the adopting couple takes the kids home right after birth. Yes, yes, yes. Very true. These things are there available legally, but at least in India, like even the adopted children, they are going to be the best way that go to an orphanage. There are many orphanages around us, and get a child home and enjoy the parenthood. Generally, this adoption is also done when the kids are very small, right? Yeah. So yes, you all are right. Okay, fine. So I hope you all have understood all these things. Any doubts? Any difficulties? You want me to explain anything? Any confusions in the earlier chapters that we have done? Is it clear to all of you all? Okay, fine. If it's clear to all of you all, good, good, bacha. So next class, I'll be starting with a new chapter called as human respiration. Okay, I'll talk about human respiration. It's one of the very interesting chapters and again very important chapters, but that chapter will belong to that chapter will be having initially it was in 11th standard syllabus. Initially that chapter was in 11th standard syllabus, but this year, I mean last year onwards, it has been transferred to 12th standard. ओके तो वो जो रेस्पिरेशन का जो चैप्टर है, ह्यूमन रेस्पिरेशन का जो चैप्टर है, वो अभी आपके 12 बोर्ड्स के लिए इम्पॉर्टेंट चैप्टर है। तो वो 12th स्टैंडर्ड के सिलेबस में ही आ रहा है। पहले ये 11th के सिलेबस में था, अब ये 12th के सिलेबस में आ चुका है। ठीक है, या बट आई विल सेंड टू ईशल मैम आल्सो। ओके, this two chapters, reproduction in organisms, reproduction in humans, and reproductive health. All these chapters are of 12th standard syllabus only, right? And respiration in humans is a chapter which was till last year in 11th standard. But from this year, they have included in the 12th standard syllabus of NCRT, as well as your board textbooks. Your textbook of your board exams are also going to be, they have also changed this. NCRT, it is in the 11th standard.
But the content will be same, no?
Content is the same. Content is the same. You take 11th standard ka NCRT for reading this respiration wala chapter, or you take 12th standard का board book for reading respiration वाला chapter. Doesn't matter. ठीक है, तो वो वाला चैप्टर में मैं नेक्स्ट क्लास से चालू कर रही हूँ, दैट इज रेस्पिरेशन इन ह्यूमंस वाला चैप्टर। ठीक है, ब्रीदिंग एंड एक्सचेंज, द नेम ऑफ दैट चैप्टर इज ब्रीदिंग एंड एक्सचेंज ऑफ गैसेस। फाइन, चलिए, so I take your leave and see you with the new chapter and the new content. तब तक के लिए all the best.
Bye, ma'am.
Bye बच्चा।
I mean, thank you.
Yeah, you have got doubts in your test. If anyone has got, yeah, you can clear, no problem. If you're like, you want to clear, you can clear them. No, I'll end the meeting.